Hey everyone, this is the Freshman Book 2, Chapter 9. Arjun has asked Caitlyn to hang out. Are his attentions romantic, and can she tell him the truth about herself? Chapter 9. Just Friends. You and your sweet mates gather around the table, staring at Caitlyn in shock. Caitlyn, if you knew he might be into you, why would you agree to hang out with him? I don't know. I thought he meant hang out, not hang out. Crap, what am I going to do? I think the easiest thing at this point would be to just marry the guy. Zach? Seriously not helping. Guys, back to me. What do I do? It's simple. Just tell Arjun. You have to study? I mean, that's pretty much the go-to excuse for all the college students. That could work. You just found out you've got a pop quiz and you can't go out. I guess I could do that. But I don't want to lie to Arjun. Honey, you've been lying to him since he got here. I just don't want to hurt his feelings. Sorry, Caitlyn, but unless you go with Zach's idea, there's really no way to avoid it. I am so screwed. Well, hey, maybe not. Maybe not? Arjun asked you to hang out, but he didn't specify where or with how many other people. That's a great idea. Me and Tyler were gonna go ice skating tomorrow, but we can put it off. Tyler, you genius. I could totally kiss you right now. But don't. Definitely don't do that. Brandon was going to come over, but I'll tell him to meet up with us instead. I'm free. Sounds like a roommate bonding day to me. I'm in. Aw, you guys are the best sweet mates a girl could ask for. Get over here. I hope they tell Arjun and don't just, show up, because that'd be kind of weird. Caitlyn throws her arms around and scoops you all into a group hug. Now let's talk evasion tactics for Operation Let's Lie to Arjun. Can we call it something else? Isn't this more about you coming out to Arjun and not avoiding telling your family forever? Alright. What about Operation Just Friends? That has a nice ring to it. Everyone nods in agreement. Okay, it's settled. Operation Just Friends commences at 7 p.m.? That's definitely a date. That should have been your first clue. Yeah, I get it. I'm oblivious to typical dating cues. It doesn't matter. We've got a lot of planning to do. Let's get rolling. You and your sweet mates stand outside Smith's Bar and Grill in downtown Hartfield. You guys, I don't think I can do this. Seriously, what if Arjun really is into me? How am I going to turn him down? Caitlyn, everything's going to be fine. This is why we came up with this whole plan. And we'll be there for you every step of the way. Caitlyn takes a deep breath and then smiles. Okay, coming out to Arjun. It's just Arjun. I can totally do this. You loop one of your arms through Caitlyn's, then gesture for Abby to take the other. Let's do this thing. You walk into the dimly lit dive bar and immediately spot Arjun. He smiles when he sees Caitlyn, but a look of confusion crosses his face as he takes in the rest of the group. They just sprung it on him. Okay. He does not look too happy to see us. You walk up to the bar. Chris pats Arjun on the back and grins at him. Hey man, how's it going? It's good. Caitlyn? Hey Arjun, so glad you called to hang out. I've been needing some friend time lately. I hope you don't mind that I invited the gang. No, not at all. Any friends of Caitlyn's are friends of mine. You all grab drinks and head off to one of the corner booths in the bar. I am amazed, by the way, that they consistently can just get drinks at a bar. Arjun slides in on one side of Caitlyn and you slip into the booth on the other side. So Caitlyn, I've been meaning to ask. Caitlyn inhales sharply. What were your favorite classes you took last quarter? I've got a few elective spots I'm looking to fill. Caitlyn breathes out a sigh of relief. You know what class I loved? Queer cinema. We had that together last quarter, didn't we, Caitlyn? Hey, Zach, you still owe me a rematch from the last time we played pool. I'm cashing in. I'll come too. I saw you play last time, Tyler. You might need some backup. As Zach, Tyler, and Abby head over to the nearest pool table, an awkward silence looms over the booth. My favorite course was... Beginning beekeeping actually sounds really awesome. After the first few stings, you really start to build up an immunity to them. My favorite class was probably art appreciation, and speaking of, Chris nods over his shoulder at a pretty red-headed girl who just walked into the bar. Talk about a work of art. Man, if I wasn't so busy with this campaign in school, I'd be over there making my move right now. Guess it's up to you, Arjun, for the both of us. Arjun glances at the red-headed girl and smiles sheepishly. She is pretty, but she's not really my type. I like girls with darker hair. Almost imperceptibly, Caitlyn grimaces. You think back to the plan you all came up with the night before. You drain the rest of your drink and set the glass on the table. Hey, Caitlyn, would you mind getting me another drink? Of course. Chris, come with me? Sure thing. Caitlyn and Chris take their leave, and you turn toward Arjun. So, Arjun, you've known Caitlyn a really long time. Are you excited you guys are going to school together now? Totally. It's been forever since I've seen Caitlyn, and there's definitely something different about her from back when I knew her. Different? Different how? I don't know. I don't really know. She seems more sure of herself than when we were younger. There's something attractive about that kind of confidence. You mean attractive in like... I think I should ask him, because if I don't want to be too obvious. A sexy way? Like every time... What? Like every time I see her, I want to rip her clothes off with my teeth? What? I don't know if I'd put it like that exactly. Arjun looks over to the bar where Chris and Caitlyn are ordering and smiles to himself. That was a mistake. But I am looking forward to getting to know her better, the woman... I am looking forward to getting to know better the woman that she's becoming. Huh. I see. Are you dating anyone, Mary? Actually, you think about the last time you talked to James and frown. Actually, I'm not sure. I was seeing someone, but we hit a bit of a rough patch. Arjun smiles across the table at you. I'm sorry to hear that, but you're a great girl, Mary. I'm sure you two will work it out. Just then, Chris and Caitlyn arrive back at the table. Caitlyn sets a drink in front of you and gives you a smile. What were you guys talking about? Just a little relationship gossip. I was just telling Mary that something seems different about you since I've seen you here at Hartfeld. Oh, really? There's a pause while you and Chris wait to see what Caitlyn will say next. She starts to speak, then stops herself. Then she sighs. Well, you know, college and all that. I guess that's why they call these the formative years of our lives. I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess so. Excuse me, guys. Arjun gets up and heads to the bathroom. Immediately, Tyler, Zach, and Abby run back to the booth. Is my quarantine at the pool table over yet? I promise I'll be a good boy. Shh! Mary, Caitlyn, what did we miss? What you missed was... I mean, yeah, Caitlyn, you do need to tell him, eventually. Caitlyn totally chickening out. She had the perfect opportunity to tell him, and she didn't say anything. That's not true. It didn't even come up. There's something different about you, is your idea of the subject not coming up? Well, when you say it like that... I hate to say it, but I think today's the day. You have to tell Arjun. Caitlyn stares at the table. Her eyes pool up with tears. Mary, it's not that easy. Actually, it's terrifying. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that Caitlyn should be honest with the guy. And I'm saying that sometimes honesty isn't the best policy. You guys... So what? Caitlyn's supposed to just lie to her family and close friends forever? No, but maybe she has a legitimate reason for not wanting to tell them now. I need some air. She gets up and stomps off toward the exit. Arjun looks confused as Caitlyn brushes past him. Did I miss something? Just a lady emergency. I'm gonna go see if she needs anything. You slide out of the booth and follow Caitlyn outside. You find her in the alley next to the bar, leaning against the brick wall with her head in her hands. Caitlyn? She looks up at the sound of your voice. Caitlyn, I'm so sorry. She smiles weakly at you. It's okay, Mary. I know I've been wishy-washy about this whole thing, but you get why, right? Actually, it's totally understandable. You're scared of the reaction you're going to get from the people you've known all your life. I can't think of anything scarier than that. I don't know, Mary. Have you seen Blood and Breakfast too? Crying next to the dumpster and still cracking jokes. That's the Caitlyn we all know and love. And it's the Caitlyn that Arjun, your friends back home, and your family wouldn't turn their backs on. Caitlyn wipes her nose on her sleeve and smiles a little to herself. You wrap her in a hug. I'm sorry I pushed so hard, Caitlyn. You wait as long as you need to. Yeah, but no matter what, I do need to tell Arjun soon. Even if it hurts his feelings, it wouldn't be as bad as letting this drag on for longer. Atta girl. You give her one last squeeze before you let her go. You hear a door open and Abby's voice call out. Mary, Caitlyn, are you two out there? I guess we should get back in there. Yeah, everyone's probably wondering where we are. She grins at you. But thanks, Mary. I am feeling a whole lot better about this mess. Anytime. Abby rounds the corner and spots the two of you. You guys need to come back inside. It got awkward, and now Zach's about to tell the story of our first night in the suite. The game of truth or truth? Nope, that is so not happening. The three of you run back inside just as Zach is starting to talk about the game you all played on your first night at Hartfeld. Zach, shut it. Oh, come on, guys, it's a fun story. The first time we all bonded as suite mates. Caitlyn points a finger at his chest. What happens on the roof stays on the roof. Just then, Brandon walks into the bar. He waves at you all and starts to head over. Phew, saved by the bow. As soon as Brandon reached the table, he wraps Zach up in a hug and kisses him repeatedly on the head. Hello to you too. What's gotten into you? I can't miss you while I'm at work. Plus, I want to remember exactly how you smell when I leave to study abroad. Zach, is this your boyfriend? The group turns to look at him. Caitlyn's cheeks redden. Yeah, aren't they adorable? You two do make a handsome couple. I didn't realize when I met you at the cast party that you were together. Though, now that I think about it, it does make a lot of sense. Everyone at the table breathes a sigh of relief. Everyone except Caitlyn, who looks like she's been holding her breath forever. Glad to know you have good taste, Arjun. I like us as a couple too. Zach stretches up to give Brandon a quick kiss. I'd like to have a relationship that awesome. I guess I'd need to meet someone first. But where would I ever find the perfect girl? Arjun grins. When he looks over at Caitlyn, his face falls. Her face is bright red. Caitlyn, are you... I'm gay! Now he knows. Everyone goes silent, looking back and forth between Caitlyn and Arjun. What? I'm a lesbian. I like girls. I'm so sorry, Arjun. This isn't how I wanted to tell you, but I had to get it out. Wow. Wow? Wow. Arjun looks around wide-eyed at the rest of you. And I assume you all knew about this already? Yeah, we did. Everyone but me. But it's only because you just got here, right? You two may have known each other forever, but you've said yourself that you can tell there's something about her. And the something different is that I've never felt more myself since I've come to Hartfeld. Arjun is quiet for a moment, and then he sighs. It's okay, Caitlyn. I get it. Especially with how traditional your parents are. Seriously, you have no idea how relieved I am. So, you're not mad? Honestly, I am a little. I'm mad that you didn't trust me enough to tell me sooner. I know you've gotten really close with your friends here, but I've known you since we were little kids. You think I'd forget all of that for something like this? Not to mention the fact that you've dragged all your friends here as a buffer. It's not exactly like that. Yeah, then what's it like? It's kind of exactly like that. Arjun evenly finishes his drink. I'm just gonna go back to my dorm. I'll see you guys later. Arjun slides out of the booth and your friends part to let him through. Arjun... He pauses and looks back at her. Don't worry, Caitlyn. I won't tell anyone back home. He walks out of the door without another look back. That couldn't have gone any worse. I mean, it could have gone a lot worse. I think he'll get over it. I don't know. I think it went okay. Look on the bright side. Arjun's not into you anymore. He didn't throw a drink in your face. No one's on fire! Oh, Tyler. Caitlyn groans. You guys have a point. I know it all looks bad now, but there are a lot of ways this could have gone way worse. I guess that's true. He did say he wouldn't tell my parents. And he didn't cry or anything. I don't think I could take it if he cried. Guys, why don't you meet us back at the suite? Everyone takes turns giving Caitlyn a hug before leaving the bar. As they walk away, you turn and grab Caitlyn by the shoulders. Hey, you'll be okay, I promise. I'm going to make it my personal mission to cheer you up, okay? You know what you need? You need a tub of ice cream. Caitlyn groans. I feel like I've eaten nothing but ice cream this week. Okay, but you know what you haven't eaten all week? Cake. I'm listening. There's a grocery store down the street. Let's go get everything we need to bake us congrats on coming out to Arjun cake. You had me at cake, but you lost me at baking. You roll your eyes. Let's go get everything I need to bake a cake. Perfect. You go to the store to pick up the supplies for Caitlyn's cake before heading back to the suite. When you and Caitlyn get back to the suite, Chris is in the dining room alone, hunched over a stack of papers at the table. Big test coming up? These school bylaws are so frustrating, I almost wish I was studying. Getting ready for the race, Mr. President? Starting to. What's all that? He points at the bag in Caitlyn's hands. Just a little something to help Caitlyn feel better. Your conversation is interrupted by a knock on the door. Chris answers the door. What do you want? I bet it's Arjun. Oh, no. You look up and see Sebastian standing in the doorway, grinning. Tss, manners. Aren't you going to invite me in? No way. Everyone knows once you've invited a vampire in, they can come back whenever they want. Too bad you've invited me inside before. He slips inside, and Chris begrudgingly closes the door behind him. Yeah, our mistake. Why are you here, Sebastian? The school president position, of course. You don't think I'm here because I enjoy your company, do you? What about the president position? Well, you see, Chris, Before you decided to campaign for it, I was the only candidate. And I must admit, I prefer it that way. Sebastian reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out his checkbook. Are you seriously trying to bribe Chris? That's... despicable, of course. Chris doesn't need your dirty money. Excuse us. This is a conversation between me and Chris. What do you say, Chris? How much will it take? I'm not taking anything from you. I can't let you drop out of the race for free. My integrity wouldn't allow it. I'm not dropping out of the race at all. I see. Sebastian tucks his checkbook back in his coat pocket while you, Caitlyn, and Chris glare at him. Then you choose to lose honorably. Or maybe he won't lose at all. Charming. Foolish, but charming. Sebastian opens the door and turns to speak to you over his shoulder. The campaign begins tomorrow. I hope you're ready. I have a few surprises in store for you. And with that, he leaves. How will Chris fare on the campaign trail? Find out in the next chapter when the presidential race begins. Well, I mean, that was a satisfactory resolution to this arc.